Over the next 10 years, I got one big goal: make $10 million. Well, that's not too big of a goal, but to make it harder, we're going to start with $10, and here's the real hard part. That time has to stay on 10 times speed. Let's see if we can get it done. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. We're here on episode 7, trying to make that $10 million, and man, it's taking some time, but I do see some rain on the forecast. That is pretty nice. I wish that rain would actually convert into the greenhouse somehow, because we are spending a whole lot of money on water. We really need to get some free water in today. I hope we can get it. I think we can get it. You know, I can probably get it right now, but how are we going to transport that water? That's the real issue. Buying a tractor, buying a trailer, all that stuff. Maybe something will come up on sale. And speaking of the sales, it has been a minute since I've looked at the sales. Let's see if there's anything in there. No, nothing good. Nope, nothing good at all. Come on, really? Well, I mean, there's a nice little mower. That'd be nice, but I don't have a tractor. I really did miss out on buying that tractor, and I should not have slept on it. That was a huge mistake on my part. Oh well, let's get these contracts done. We got a plowing job going. Harvest one on field 34 there is almost done. It will probably be done as soon as I make this delivery of corn. Harvesting on 41 and 42 are both corn ones. We can see 41's at 80%. That means all the product has been harvested, but it all has not been harvested. We'll go look at that in a second after we make this short little delivery here that only has 44% inside it. You know, I realized something. I was kind of complimenting how nice this setup is over here with this farmer's market thing, and then I was saying, hey, it ain't really set up for semis. To be honest with y'all, I've worked in shipping departments and stuff like that, never drove any semi trucks, done goosenecks, stuff like that, but nothing that ever required a CDL. In these docks, in these shipping locations, they are absolutely horrible. So this is actually a pretty nice one if I get back into it. Gosh, this traffic's proven to be an issue, and really traffic is an issue a lot of times for these truckers. So y'all be nice to these truck drivers, okay? It's a very important job. This should finish out this contract here, hopefully. Sometimes they kind of overlap, and yes, it did. It finished it out awesome. But what I mean by overlapping, I got 3 contracts of corn going right now, and they all go to the same place. I've had some conflicting issues there before. Now, the leftovers did go over to field 41 contract. It says 27% transported there. I did not get any money, but at the very end of completing all these contracts, we should get a pretty penny. There's one thing at the very end of this contract I really want to do. Last episode, I found out we need either corn or sorghum to feed the pigs and bump up their efficiency, or whatever you want to call it. And we don't have any corn or sorghum, but we're doing a lot of these corn contracts. Now, normally there's not much left over. Hoping there's some good amounts left over here. Hopefully I can stop it in time. That's the main issue, stopping it fast enough where we don't accidentally sell it all off. We'll see what happens though. Contract over here on this field is done, but there's a lot missed. Not just this little patch right beside us, but there's also a strip down the side of the fence that's missed. So let's go ahead and get that all picked up. Might even get the stuff on the other field that's getting missed as well, because it's all just going together at the end of the day. And this is that little strip I was talking about. We did see a last episode. I was like, come on, do your job right, but they're not doing their job right. And looky there, it looks like all the corn harvesting is done. And oh wow, I had 2 cases there. Didn't even realize that. Wasn't paying that close of attention. But driving a corn harvester around makes me think of that movie Son-in-Law. Y'all ever seen that? Smash that like button. If y'all haven't seen it, smash that like button anyways. Great movie though. He jumps in a corn harvester and ends up drawing his name through the cornfield on accident, which is pretty awesome, pretty fun, and I definitely want to give that a try. And I did not realize this trailer was full. Hopefully this pipe is tall enough to fit through the top of our semi-trailer. We'll get the rest of this loaded up into our semi-trailer, take both our vehicles over there, our tractor and semi, get it all sold off. Not all of it though. Let's see if we can keep some. I'm gonna start with this trailer first. I'm gonna empty out those 2 compartments in the front. That little bit in the back, I'm hoping that could be ours to keep. That way I don't accidentally sell it all off too fast. We'll have a little bit kind of separated from rest of it. That looks like the right amount that we could possibly keep. I have no idea. We'll find out in a minute though. I think I might be getting a little bit better at this, not blocking any traffic quite yet. And man, I am definitely missing this turn corner here. Not looking too good, but it's gonna work. It's a game, right? Oh man, I didn't think about this. Now the real big problem, which one am I selected on? There are 3 different compartments we got to go to, and I don't know which one I'm on. I think I'm on the middle one because that's the last thing I emptied out of this. Let's go ahead and start hitting unload, and no, it's on the front one. Okay, that's all good with me. Now once I hit the switch button, it should go to the middle. Come on. And that's what I'm talking about. It did switch over to the middle. Now that contract for field 41 should be finishing up any second now. Yes, it's all done. Now the extras are going over to field 42, and man, it's really not looking too good. It's not looking good at all. There is 6,293 liters left inside this trailer. Hopefully that is going to be ours to keep. We definitely could use it for the pigs. I don't know why I'm caring about the pigs so much. I should probably just sell them all. I'm really hoping I can stop it fast enough and maybe keep some extras out of this. If there is some extra, come on, please be some extra. Those piggies need some corn. Getting pretty close, pretty close. Come on, come on. Oh, stop it. Oh, no way. We got a lot extra. We're about to steal over 10,000 liters of corn. I like that a lot. Sold off $134 though. Hey, that almost covers that wage payment the last hour. Not quite. Now this is kind of horrible because I got to take 2 trucks up to the farm now, and I don't think we could put all this into the actual pig pen, so that is very unfortunate. I will use the follow me mod probably the first time in a very long time. Hopefully it works out good and the semi can follow nicely through the mountains. Now of course we're not doing any rock crawling, any tight corners or anything like that, just heading up to our farmhouse area. And should I go to our farmhouse area? I don't know. First stop, probably pigs. You know what? First stop, farm. Second stop, pigs, because we might have to store quite a bit of this in our silo. I think if I keep driving straight down this road, it should take us to the pigs. I'm not sure. I'll find them somewhere in there. Nope, I fell in the creek, crack, whatever. Now the thing is, I said our silo. I don't know if we actually have a silo. This might only be hay. There's a few unload options all throughout this thing. I have no idea what all goes in here, and I'm not seeing anything popping up in the bottom right. What is going on? Why is it not telling me? Okay, there we go, right there. It does say the silo is empty. It also says hay loft, used capacity, total capacity, all that stuff's right there. I'm not sure what can go in here, and that's only one unload trigger. I mean, there's another one here. Then I think we have one way up there somehow. Not sure what's going on, how this is working. Wait a second, where are we at? Okay, this is bale and pallet storage over here. I'll try this, see what happens, see if it allows us to put anything in here. And oh, whoa, that's looking pretty good. Look at all that honey. Honey equals money. Then we got farm barn, total capacity 0 of 350. Okay, we got another storage thing over here, I guess. Didn't see that coming. There's storages all over this thing. Hopefully there's a storage for that corn though. But before I do try to put that in there, I'm going to stop that semi from following me because it's going to get a little windy, windy, whatever you want to call it, through here, and use only the tractor for right now, as I really don't think we could put this 7,800 liters in there. I can't remember what the capacity is in the pig food area, but the capacity on all these pens have been absolutely horrible, so I'm assuming this one's going to be absolutely horrible as well. You know, this is one thing I was really not looking forward to about doing a series like this, is the fact that I got to do a bunch of work maybe at nighttime. I don't like doing any nighttime work as far as the viewer having to watch the nighttime work, so I try not to show too much or do too much there. Let's go ahead and dump all the corn in here. Hopefully it's all the corn. Oh my gosh, it barely took any. I should probably just dump it on the ground, do a little force dump here, come over with a bucket or a scoop at a later point. We don't have a bucket or a scoop. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think that would probably work out pretty good, especially if we cannot put any inside that barn. And let's go ahead and take a quick peek into those pigs, see how they're doing here. Yeah, we ain't got much base food in there at all. Oh my gosh, it only took 490 liters. You gotta be kidding me. That is ridiculous. But their health is still going up. I don't know if it's going up more because I just put the base food in there. Possibly. Maybe this percentage here actually works off of their health percentage. No, that doesn't make sense because they would only been at 30% health. I'm not sure how all that worked. Now that I remember it a little better, I think you might have to have over 80% to start producing or reproducing or producing a product. But yeah, we're gonna have to definitely figure something out with this corn, and I really don't want to have to transport it all the way from our barn over here. So let me get this skid steer moved out of the way just in case, and we're gonna drive that semi up here. Definitely not the best thing to try to figure out this with, but we're gonna try to figure it out and hopefully put some inside here. If not, we're gonna dump it on the ground next to the pen. That way I can just go over there with that skid steer in a bucket and fill it up whenever I need to. Ooh, I just remembered there's a shovel mod. I might not even need to go over there with that skid steer. Also, another thing I need to do is make sure I remember to glitch throughout these compartments because I don't know which one I'm selected on. So I'm just kind of pulling up close to them, hitting that U button and trying to switch through them. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, but it's definitely worth a shot before I just dump this randomly on the ground somewhere. I could not find any place for that corn to go inside there. Didn't think it'd work. Gave it a go. One thing I'm kind of interested in, can I force dump this on the ground, because it's going to come right out below me, and I wonder how that's going to work. I've never tried that with this type of trailer. I do feel kind of bad just dumping this out on the ground here, but it should be fine, right? I wonder if it will actually go in there automatically. I don't think it will. I think I got to at least pick it up and then try to put it in there, but that alone is a good amount. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but that's going to be enough for a while at the rate that they eat and how much gets held in there. Let's just get this moved out of the way, give it a go with that semi. Now, of course, I won't be able to put it in a nice position like that with the semi. I'm really just going to try to dump it in the middle of the road, and we got to look at getting some sort of bucket for that skid steer. Come over here, do a little bit of work with it. Yeah, this is going to have to do right here. Let's see if I can figure this out, see if it starts dumping out. Like I said, I don't know what compartment I'm on, so I'm just hitting that switch and unload, force unload, but it's not even unloading. Is force unload even a thing? Oh, wait, there it goes. Okay, it came out. Awesome. Oh, it didn't all come out, so yeah, that is going to be a problem with the whole coming out below me. So not too much of a problem because I was able to drive forward and drive over it, and we're down to 0% here. Now, I don't need to drive these back anywhere. I'm just going to complete the contracts. Got to look good. We got over 10,000 liters of corn sitting here on the ground that we're going to feed to our pigs. They're pigs. They'll eat anything, even if it sits out like this. Probably. I don't know. It's probably not good for it, but we're going to leave it out. Now, let's go ahead and complete our contracts. Looks like the plow one did get done. I was worried I'd have to take over and finish it because it was moving pretty slow there, but good thing it is done. So we'll collect that. I think that's $12,000 something dollars. $15,000 for this top one, $8,000 here, $8,000 here. Yeah, we're going to have a pretty nice payday, but we're about to spend that payday because we still need some water. That water is costing a fortune. We now have $70,000, but we're not going to have that when we wake up in the morning. Let's go ahead and go to sleep, see how much money we have left over, and figure out how we're going to do this free water thing and how we're going to transport the free water thing. Hopefully we've got enough money to buy something. Hopefully something goes on sale. I did check the sales thing before going to sleep. There was nothing good there. Looks like we have some special offers popping up there, but I have no idea what they are. I don't know the names of this stuff. Ooh, man, that trailer's nice. Wish I was in the log and stuff already. Love that trailer. And 12 meters long, that would work out perfect for this map, so it's not too long. Hey, we didn't go down too much money though, because it's saying $67,000 there. Of course, we went down a lot that first night because it was filling up. Not sure if y'all caught it, but it does hold a whole lot of liters of water, and we didn't have to go up that much sleeping over the night. And man, this stuff is coming in pretty slow. I don't know how I'm liking this. I am seeing thousands of liters reading up on some of those things there, so that is looking nice. And then we'll look over here into the values, and they're reading thousands of dollars here and there. Altogether right now, we currently have a value of $22,479 worth of products we can sell off. And where's the wool at? Now that I think about it a little more, wool. I'm not seeing wool in here. Maybe it doesn't count that wool because we don't own that land over there, and I don't even know if wool is being added to that pallet over there. I really need to hurry up and buy this land, or we're wasting time not getting any wool because I don't think this has went up any. Okay, first thing I need to do is get some sort of water supplies. Basically what we're doing is we're getting well water. Now I don't know how easy it is to drill a well all the way on the top of a mountain, and you know what, we have this pond over here. We should honestly just have free water to begin with from that. And I don't know if we can actually drive a trailer into something like that and fill it up, but we're going to go with some sort of well here. I like to use some wells. Pretty nice. I lived out in the country where there was well water and only well water out there. Let me find one I like, and I think I already found it. $1,000. Liking that price a lot, or maybe $2,000 because I'm liking this one a little bit better where it's got that cover. Yeah, we'll just pop this in somewhere. I kind of want it to be a almost direct shot there. Yeah, let's just put it off right here, off to the side here. I kind of like this too. Almost like, hey, we're pumping the water out of this stream here. We'll go free mode, place, $2,000, all done. Now the thing is, I don't know if that's free water. Let's see if there's anything out there we can actually buy, because we need a water trailer and something to pull that water trailer. And $65,000 is not looking promising. I am pretty excited that I have some of these mods in here that are really, really cheap. Old tractors, but old tractors have low horsepower. Low horsepower means it drives pretty slow, but I like the prices and I like them a lot. So I think that is what we're going to have to go with. Got this case here. We've been using a lot of case recently. There's case harvesters and all that stuff. I really have no rule of what I'm going to use, no preferences. I think I'm more of a John Deere person, but it's all good. Right now, I'm more of a cheap person, whatever is cheaper. And it is looking like that case is the cheapest small tractor I could find. Hopefully this works. Hopefully it pulls a trailer. Let me get the shop delivery set up over there and start buying a few things. Here's what I'm going to go with right here. This international, I thought it was showing as a case. Oh yeah, there it goes right there. This case up there, obviously international. I was just wondering why I wasn't saying case on the side, but it's all good. Same thing, right? And then we got the front weight attachment I'm going to put on it. Wide tires as well. Now the wide tires don't cost any extra, but the front weight does. So that's going to cost us $6,100. That's going to be ours. Good to go. Let's get something for transporting water. Here is the one I'm going to go with right here. As y'all may be able to tell, it does have an unreal capacity. I can't remember if I said anything about no unreal capacities or not on this series. I do know I said no no loans and no leasing. But as far as unreal capacity, I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even know if we're going to be using this unreal capacity. $12,000 for this thing. I almost went with the case red color, but that just makes me think of fuel. So I was like, no, let's not do that. Oh my gosh, that's shiny. Talking about that big old bald head up there. So I am losing hair every now and then, or with age, I'm losing hair on the top of my head, and my kids make fun of me for that. So I just thought I'd go with this little character look. No, my head does not look like that, but it may look like that one day. Honestly, I don't know if I'll ever do a haircut like that. I want to, though, just for the fun of it. And here's the real $1,000,000 question. Is this water free, and why is it not going in here? Come on. I'm trying to open the top. Is that not opening? Oh, wait, maybe I don't need to open. Maybe I just need to hit R and it starts filling. No, it's not filling. What in the world's going on here? Oh my gosh, this doesn't work. What did I do wrong? Looks like it's a spreader too, a sprayer of some sort. Customize. Yeah, there's no other options in here. I was just saying it looks like a sprayer because of this back part right here. Looks like water could spray out of it like you're spraying fertilizer or just water in a field or something along those lines. Series over with. I may have just died. Yes, my character is still in there. I am definitely dead. No, but series not over. I'm gonna fix this. I guess it does not handle corners very well. Not well at all. I cannot seem to get this to work, so I'll just go ahead and use the easy dev mod, fill this thing up with water. Don't know what's going on. I cannot figure out how to get the top of that open. I know that is usually an issue sometimes. We'll put 200,000 liters of water in there. Now, there was another plan I had. The idea was to just put a well in the middle of the greenhouse and then use the easy dev mod to just keep filling up that greenhouse with water, basically saying, hey, I'm using a water hose and we're good to go. So free water is definitely something that's happening. I don't know if that mod right there does provide free water. I usually try to figure that out by filling something up. But then again, I also have the option to come in here and unload water into this point somehow with this. I don't know. We have free water now. That's the main thing. And that's it. Thank you everybody for stopping in and watching. Really do appreciate it. Hope y'all have a great day or night wherever you're at. And until next time, y'all take care.